But as far as this next subject, which is 2 times trill, and it's just something that's just, it's life. It just happened. Everybody gets, I think God makes people to do everything, and the baby, he's supposed to be this bad mother effer. He's just supposed to be bad, dog.
He's just supposed to let you know everybody ain't playing. Like, everybody ain't playing. Like, that's why I was laughing when he was having the back and forth with Meg Thee Stallion and her dude Party, was like, hey, man, so such. If this fool's known for shooting fools and you talking about meeting up and fighting with him, like, you use your head, like, but the baby actually, what happened was someone intruded on his property and he shot him. He called the police. He shot him in the leg purposely, said he didn't want to take his life, called the police, and, told him, he's here, guys, he said he's neutralized, come get him. But he has a history of handling his business or staying on business, and that's what we call it when someone puts you in a situation to handle it. I'm not saying go out looking for beef, look for violence, looking to shoot people, but when someone brings it to you and you handle it, I mean, you got to respect it.
You got to respect it, and he's had, before he even blew up, he had a home invasion, shot someone, I believe they died. Walmart, someone ran up on him while he had his first child, and his child's mother shot him, they died. It's just he has incidents after incidents where he has defended himself. Even just the goons from Atlanta, he's shooting a video in a neighborhood that he's not really from, and they walk up on him, he stands his ground. He's just a guy that stands his ground and he's prepared. So I don't know why people continue to test someone
leave him alone.
Who's passed a lot of tests. It's like, it's like what he's about. You see the results. Just leave him alone. And it's different when you have money behind you. You got the balls of steel and the move
and you got the money. And that's the thing when Danny Lay's brother, his child's mother, like got into it, and he's telling him it's on site, let's do this and that. You see him at the bowling alley talking about I want to talk. You're getting fisticuffs. Like, there's no way men, that's why men go to war. Like, we know violence, like we're used to violence, and men know no one's coming to save us. And we also know that there could be a violent end. That's why it takes so long for things to go. If you notice, women will pop off at the mouth, argue quicker with men and women because there's really no, violent
consequence.
Consequence. But men, when me or you are talking, that's why a lot of men be like, leave it alone, because we know it could go to death. It could go to physical harm. You know what I'm saying? So
I challenge you to a duel.
That's just that goes back thousands of years. So men know that where it can go and how it can go. So for Danny Lay's brother to say, it's on site, and then after the beat down at the bowling alley, man, I just wanted to talk. You don't. Tell me it's on site.
You already went back and forth. You didn't send the threats, and it's like, bro, you got to realize that. That's like you said. Just piggybacking just a little bit because it's real. Men are only going to go back and forth so long. If it's not in resolution and positivity, if they ain't found a common ground, they're still going back and forth. Somebody getting slapped or shot after the 10th or 12th time.
Yeah.
So it's better just at the 7th or 8th time be like, you know what, hey, man, you got it, because we ain't going to get nowhere but into a dead end. For real.
No, seriously. So
I was just trying to talk after telling you it's on site.
No, it doesn't happen. That's and that's why I hate when women speak on violent things, because they're not really put in positions to have to be violent. And if they are, they either call someone else, or they could call the police. Men, we know no one's coming to save us, and we know how far it's going to go.
But you're saying as far as like women, as far as like what, like every day, or like fighting?
No, not victims. Some women, some violence is brought onto women.
Okay, yeah.
But as far as women who, you see the ones who argue, yell, they'll go on forever. As far as men goes, it's like,
we all calculate saying you're the women who know it's gonna be catty and yelling all day and screaming and all that. Yeah,
because there's really no consequence for them. Men, we know you can go to jail. I know you can hurt me, I can hurt you. So, there's different reasons why.
Okay,
but
I get what you're saying.
Men, there's different laws, there's different codes when it comes to men. Like, we know it could be physical harm. Somebody could get hurt. You know what I'm saying? We can't yell all day. That's why you see a lot of resolution, because we know this could be a terrible end. Counterpart to say, I've seen some women yell up and down the street all day, and nothing happens because, nothing's really supposed to happen to them, but there's no consequence. You know what I'm saying? When men go at it, it's like someone's got to do something, or just leave it alone.
Because the pride of a man, just the tradition of a man, you know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying in that sense, as far as making sure that we conduct ourselves a little better in that, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't look the same, because it don't end the same. Like, literally, the women going back and forth and yelling all that, dudes going back and forth and all that. It might be a little cat fight with the women, but these niggas gonna try to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? They're really trying to get at each other, and it's just a different.
That's why we're telling people. Like, I'll be watching videos where it be a lot of yelling going on, And then, you know, when the shots go off, people are like, oh, man. I'm like, I expected that to happen. Like, it was going on too long. Somebody's got agitated. Somebody's got worked up. There's a lot of testosterone, a lot of pride.
Post-traumatic syndrome. Yeah, somebody,
you know?
whatever, PTSD. Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, yeah. But, yeah, going back to the baby, you know, he and I think he's going to beat this. I don't even think it's the case because he was on his property. Yeah. But rappers just need to leave him alone. You know, there's some people you just leave alone in the industry. Like, a lot of industry cats aren't who they're supposed to be. They talk a lot and they're not really about that. He proves himself over and over that he's going to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? So leave that man alone. If you're in the industry, just leave him alone. Let him rap his songs. Like, seriously. I mean, there's nothing you can do. He's fighting and he's shooting.
Man, my boy Rich Marine there said emotional intelligence.
Yeah, come on, talk that. Yeah, see, that's my guy. I can talk to him about stuff like that.
You know, that's how Pisces do it, man. Just, you know, too deep for most, man.
You know, shout out to him, man. You know, shout out to him. That's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones.
Yes, sir.